Hi, it's Daniel Boy for Row. You've just seen the wonderful printed scarves from Lully and we're so privileged to have with us Huda from Lully in our front row studio today. Welcome, Huda.
Hello, hi, thanks for having me. It's really cool to see the prints in a new light.
That was a really okay, let's start from the very beginning. I know that Lully started off as a modest wear label, but you have gone way, way, way beyond that, and you have now become an amazing fashion label. Would you like to tell us how you started?
Right, yeah. So 5 years ago, to the shore, right? There's a market where Gina for and it's like frumpy, old fashioned. So we thought that when we launched the brand, we wanted something cool and fresher for those Muslims who are wearing the shawl. But for now, we have grown. We are not just like modest wear. We have like our non-Muslim friends who are wearing it as like cape, like belt, vest. It's really good to see.
And I really think that what you're doing is really great because at the end of the day, fashion is fashion. I don't believe in labels. I don't think it should be categorized into modest wear and wear for other people. Fashion is beautiful. You wear it because it's beautiful, and someone would wear a Lully set piece because it's beautiful.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
All right. Let's talk about your prints. Lulisap is very, very known for your collaborations with artists, especially special needs artists. Would you like to tell us a little bit about how that collaboration started and the amazing pieces that have come out of that?
the other right, we both met in an art education center. So we get the opportunity to teach art to children and a special group of them, those with learning disabilities, special needs. And we found that they also have an outlet where they express themselves. And why not? We don't have their artworks on shawls, you see. And by doing that, right, we put aside a certain percentage for them so that they can also have a sustainable life. So that I think is a very good, strong campaign that we did a few years back and is ongoing.
I think that's a fantastic campaign. In fact, the piece which I'm wearing right now um, has also been designed by Luli Sap and a special needs artist, and it's inspired by Peranakan tiles. Of course, this is from an old collection. Let's talk about this new collection that we've just seen on the front row. Would you like to tell us about the story and the aesthetics behind this collection?
I think our inspirations from interior design, right? The color palette, right? The things where people use to cover their concrete. We have like terrazzo, all that. So we thought that why we as like print something wearable. And I know it's not easy to make that wearable. So that's why we make our prints from scratch. So apart from that, we also have our prints inspired from the patterns that we found in nature. So we mix and match. So whatever that you have seen there is a like the whole collection from our recent one where we mix and match everything.
Mm. I think it's an amazing collection. How big is the collection? How many pieces and how many styles are there in the collection?
So usually we have about three every 3 months because we have a group of print collectors, right? So every like bi-monthly they will choose a print that they want. So by having that, right, it really helps the brand to be sustainable. And the good thing is that it keeps us like always creating, coming out with new prints. You see?
How often do you come up with new collections? I believe that Lulisap is a seasonless collection, which I do think is the future of fashion. But how often can your fans expect new designs?
Every 3 months they can see like new prints, and because we have to work backwards, right? So we always have like prints ahead, like for 6 months ahead, 1 year ahead. And sometimes that we also have um special like surprise project where we will include, okay, to surprise our fans.
Do you only do scarves or do you do any other sorts of fashion merchandise?
okay, that is that for our prints, right, we can go like many ways, right? So we started to launch like lifestyle items. We had table runners, we had kitchen aprons because that time during the lockdown, right, everyone's staying home and cooking. So why not create like kitchen aprons? And then soon we are going to have play mats for kids, and it's because our fans, right, they're also young mothers. So we are trying something new every time.
That's really great. Now, Lully Selb is a really young label, but you have managed in that short amount of time to to create an amazing following, and I think that's also as a result of your presence on social media and the fact that you have a really strong online store. Did you start off with that intention in mind, or was it just something accidental?
We didn't want to start off with like brick and mortar, right? So we did with our social media, particularly Instagram, and we were quite aggressive with our storytelling, sharing of our art process. So with that, right, we managed to have a close relationship with our customers. We will get like feedbacks from them. It's really a tight knit community for us, and it keeps us, always have content for the social media.
Process when you are designing a collection or when you're collaborating with an artist? How do you pick the artist to collaborate with?
Open dress where we will curate like selective aspiring or even like seasoners where they want to try having their artworks on a wearable piece of shawl. So they will come up with their own artworks, and then we will see from there. We will curate and make it wearable, especially like the placement of the artwork on the shawl, because you want to make sure that every piece of shawl, right, there are many ways to style it, make it very interesting. So from there, we will go through the process together with them, and they also get to learn like, oh, this is how you manufacture a shawl. So it's a two-way experience for the aspiring artists and also for us, where you get to see new creative, because we also don't want to be just like stuck with our own direction. It's nice to have a growing creative community.
I always love collaborations, and because they always surprise you with the amount of uh, work, the amount of the designs that can come out of collaborations. Is there a certain method to designing a print for a scarf, or can you just take any sort of artwork that looks beautiful and convert that into a scarf?
Okay, both ways. So usually, like me as a painter myself, I would treat the shawl as a piece of canvas, right? So I will either like manually do some paintings on paper or on canvas. I will photograph or scan them, high resolution, and then I will manipulate them online, on the computer with Photoshop or Illustrator. And sometimes, like my new discoveries that I like to scan, like found graphics, found images of items. I'll just scan them because it's very surprising to get different types of visuals, you see. So it's like a play session for me when I design when I design the shawl. So that's
Yeah.
one of the process. And sometimes you get to see on our IGTV. I will do the prints on the spot, like mark making, and then the fans can see how we start from a blank page to the visuals and then up on the shawl.
I see. Fantastic. Now, if you sell out that particular print and someone wants to buy that print, will you do a rerun of the collection, or is it really limited edition?
Really limited because we try not to have like waste, like excess inventory. So we order just enough for our collectors and the fans online. But of course, like we celebrate like family every year. In me and Selb's birthday are just one day apart in July. So maybe once every 5 years or like a few years, launch previous prints. And recently, because we enjoy feedbacks from our customers, right, our fans, we reissued a shirt dress with a drip print, and is now available and we have it with a better fabric and cut. So yeah, it's a surprise. You will never know when we will launch the previous prints.
So it's great that it keeps your customers and your fans really excited and looking forward to new things. So you've heard it from the horse's mouth. It's very very limited. So if you like what you've seen or you want to check out the entire Lully Set collection, don't hesitate. Go straight to your website right now. It's here at the front. Just look below this and you find the link. Go straight to the front row store and you'll be able to go to the Lully Set store. I'm sorry, and you'll be able to browse the entire collection. Remember, it's very very limited, so don't hesitate. It's a beautiful collection, and keep coming back to the store because they launch new surprises all the time. Well, this has been Lully Sep for the front row. If you're not following us yet on our socials, we'd like to invite you to check out our Instagram page. Our handle is at thefrontrow.style. Do follow us and tell your friends all about the front row. And if you post any front row related pictures, please do hashtag the front row SG so that we can find the pictures and like the pictures. Well, this has been Daniel Boy for the front row. I've had a wonderful, wonderful time with great shows today. Do stay on a little later on because we have a very interesting podcast talking about sustainability. Thank you very much, Huda, for joining us here at the front row. Till the next show, bye bye.